So, yesterday, what are the points we discussed in model view? Okay. So, up to 6 points are completed. You see this one? Okay.
Okay. So see here, up to 6 points we discuss it, right? Okay. So like how to provide a relationship, how many ways we can provide a relationships and everything. What is cardinality? What is cross filter direction? How you can make the relationship active, inactive. All the things we discuss it or not. See here, next one is how many columns we can provide a relationship between the data set. How many columns we can provide a relationship between the data set. Okay. When we want to provide a relationship with multiple columns in between the same data sets, okay, one relationship only it is active. But in some cases, with multiple columns, we can provide a relationship that is that too active. Understand or not? Okay. We want to provide a relationship with multiple columns and that too active relationship. Actually, whenever you are providing with multiple columns, only first relationship is active. Remaining all the relationships are inactive. If it is inactive, there is no use of that one. Okay. But in some cases, with multiple columns, we need to provide a active relationship. And in that case, directly it is not possible. When you drag and drop, it is not possible. Okay, because only one column is active, remaining all the columns are inactive. So what we have to do is indirectly, whichever columns you want to provide a relationship, on those columns, you have to combine multiple columns into single column. On those columns, you can provide multiple columns into single column. Okay, you can combine multiple column relationship into single column. Okay, in both the data set. Okay, with what columns you need to provide a relationship, those columns you can combine into single column. In both the data set, you have to do like that. After that, you can provide a relationship between the data set, between that particular new column. Then you will it look like only one column, but under the column you will see multiple column values. Understand or not? So that's the reason. Like this, we can provide a relationship with multiple columns. Means this is the way. Let's see practically how we can do this one. Suppose, for example, yeah, here I have a country as well as product column is there. In financial data set also country product column is there. I want to provide with these two columns combination relationship I want to provide. Then what I need to do is in this data set, in this select columns data set, okay, I need to combine multiple columns into single column. If you want to combine multiple columns into single column, what function? What function I'm asking? Combine values. Okay. I'm giving, see here, combine values. See here. First, what you need to do? Delimiter. Okay. See, delimiter must and should, right? Any day. Same delimiter. Here, whatever your delimiter, in which order you are giving the columns. Okay. In the same order, in another data set also, same delimiter, same order of columns. See here. Suppose I'm giving column here. Okay. After that, what is the column here? Country 1, 2, comma, product 2, 3, right? With these two. Close this one. Execute this. Now see, it is combined, right? Same with the same delimiter, same columns in another data set, you have to combine it. Understand? Did you see in this column, it is look like only one column, but under the column, in each and every cell, there are multiple column values are there. No? Like see here, in financial data set also. See here, in this also, country and product column is there or not? Did you see? Okay, same thing. If it is different column names, also it is considered. Understand clearly. Okay. Only data type in the same order, same delimiter. Okay. See here. Combine values. What delimiter? What delimiter? What delimiter we are given there? Huh? Colon, right? See here. Okay. After that, country. After that, what is that one? What is the next one? There itself, what columns you are mentioning there in the data set? Country and product. Same columns. Okay. It here. Why you are confusing? Understand or not? Same delimiter, same order of columns you have to mention. Understand? See here. If I'm execute this one, even here also, did you see? It look like only single column, but under that one, you will see multiple column values. This is the one. Directly, it is not possible to provide with multiple columns active relationship. What you have to do, you by using DAX function or in transform data like what is that one? Merge columns. Using merge columns, you can combine multiple columns into single column in both the data set. In both the data set, you have to do that one. And after that, now come to the model view and provide a relationship. See here, this is the one. And what is another one? Select columns. Huh? Here is select columns. Okay. See here, you know how to provide a relationship, right? With the manage relationship. Understand? I already explained yesterday itself, right? New relationship. What is that one? Financials. What is that one? Combine values. This is the common column. Okay. Here, which data set? Very good. Select. Select. What is that one? Combine that. Okay. And click on OK. How the relationship will be there? Did you see? What is the relationship it is? What is the relationship it is? What relationship it is? What is the relationship it is? Active relationship. Okay. When you provide with multiple columns, relationship means that must and should be active means this is the procedure. You have to combine multiple columns into single column. After that, in both the data set, you have to do the same thing with the delimiter also. Delimiter also same order of columns only you can give like that. If you are changing anything, okay, completely no value is matching. Understand? Like this, we need to provide with multiple column active relationship means this is the procedure. Understand clearly? Any doubts in this one? Next one. Okay. Provide, I told you, right? This one. How we can provide active relationship with multiple common columns. I told you this point also. How we can hide or unhide the columns in it. In table. How we can hide or unhide the columns in model view. In the starting class itself, I explained you, right? How we can hide the columns. How we can hide the columns. Hide or unhide the columns. How we can do that one? Here in the starting class itself, I clearly explained to you how we can hide or unhide the columns in model view. Online team. Very good. Very good, Prasad. Very good. I told you right this point. When you mouse over to any of the data set, you will see some eye symbol. When you click on this eye symbol, those columns are hidden. Not only columns, you can hide the data set also. When you click on this one, the complete all the columns of this particular table is hidden. Okay. If you want to hide any particular table or column where we cannot see that particular columns or a table, if you hide a columns or a data set in model view where we cannot see those columns or a table, where we cannot see the course columns in report view tab. In report view tab, we cannot see whichever columns you hide it in model view, those related columns or a data set that you cannot see it in this one. Did you see? Okay. Did you see financial table here? Did you see financial table here? Everyone is here or somewhere it is. You always you need to active. Huh? Remember all the things here. Don't forget it, please. Here. Suppose if you want to hide means like this, click on I symbol, then that particular data set or columns are hidden. If you want to unhide it means again click on cross I symbol. Again click on cross I symbol, that particular data set or a column is hidden. See here. Okay. Now data set, you know how to hide or unhide it. If the columns want to hide or unhide means how to do that one? Means if you mouse over to this one, just click on ISIN. Understand clearly or not? Again, if you want to unhide it means click on cross I symbol. Understand clear? If you want to hide multiple columns, How we can hide it? If you want to hide multiple columns, if you want to hide multiple columns, means how you need to select the column? How you need to select the columns? Control plus click. By using control plus click, you can select whichever columns you want to hide like this. By using control plus click, you can select that one. On any of the selected columns, click on this I symbol. See here. Understand? 1 second. See here. Understand or not? Columns are hidden like this. Once at a time, if you want to hide multiple columns, means by using control plus click, you can select the columns first. Once you select the columns, after that, you can use the click on any of the selected columns, click on I symbol. Then that particular column is hidden. If you want to unhide it, means click on this cross I symbol. Understand clearly? That is what this point. In the starting class itself, I explained to you this one. How we can avoid many-to-many relationship. Actually, how many types of cardinalities are there? 4 types. What are those? Many-to-many. That means there are 4 types of cardinalities are there. One-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many. But if you want to see the proper exact results in the visualization, means one to one, one to many, many to one. These three always gives the exact values. Okay. But many to many also gives the result. But in few cases, like in decimal places also, like 7.6557 like that. Okay, when it is many to many, in decimal place itself, some minor difference will be there. Understand? So if you want to see the proper results, means always the relationship one to many, or many to one. If these three always gives the exact results. Many to many also it will works. Understand? But in few cases, in decimal cases, it is failed. In those cases, you have to avoid many to many. Always either you can follow one to one, or one to many, or many. But Vijay, we cannot decide, right? Automatically, when we are selecting a common column, automatically Power BI will give that one, because duplicates are there. That's the reason it many to many relationship. How to avoid that one? Many to many relationship. Mean when we have many to many relationship, in that case, what will happen is, okay, so you have to whatever the common columns are there between the data set with many to many, any of the common columns, you have to create a distinct. You have to create a distinct records. You have to create a distinct records. And with the distinct records, you can provide a relationship between the multiple tables. When you are providing with a distinct to many, what relationship it is? One to many relationship, right? So like that, we need to avoid many. Let's see practically how it will. Suppose, for example, I'm creating a tables here. And one more important point is tomorrow also class will be there. Tomorrow also class will be there. Tomorrow also class will be there with the same timings and everything. Understand or not? Everyone must and should you need to attend the tomorrow's class also. Okay, same timings. See here. Suppose I'm giving like this. One, 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 two, 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 three, three, four. Like this it will be. See here. Many to understand clearly. Is that clear? Now see here. Now I have two tables. I have it. Okay. What are those two tables? See here. Many one is one table and many two is another table. When we provide a relationship with many one and many two, what relationship it is? What cardinal it is? Many to many. Why it is many to many? Duplicates are there, right? Even if it is one value duplicate also, it will consider many. Understand? Here also duplicates are there. One is repeating how many times? Two times. Two is repeating two times, three times. Three is repeating two times. It is like that. Multiple duplicates are there. Okay. Even in, did you see in many two also, did you see duplicate values is there? Now, if you provide a relationship between this one, okay. Here. What relationship it is? Did you see many to? How to avoid this many to many? Means any of this data set common column or this data set common column, you can create unique records in a new table. Understand or not? Is that clear? Okay. This is one data set. This is another data set. In these two data set, okay, whatever common columns are there, with any of the data set common column, you can create a unique records in a new table. Then what function we have to use? With a new table we need to create, and you need to take the unique record, any of the common column. What function it is? If you want to remove the duplicates for any column, what function? Distinct. Very good. Or ఒకటి చెప్పాం కదరా, సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వచ్చు కదా. రెండో క్వశ్చన్ అడగవచ్చా? అంతే కదా మేడం. Distinct is the function, it is correct. Another function is values. What is that one? Values. Distinct or values function. By using any one function to display the unique record from any of the data set. But distinct and values, is it we can create a new column or new table? He said new column. I'm not saying any answer. Then you will say new table. Which one is correct? See, distinct and values always those who are table manipulation function. So you have to create it in a new table. Either a distinct function or values function. Always you have to create it in a new table. Understand? Okay. So let's see how you can do that one. I will tell you. Listen carefully. Here. Now, first we need to delete this relationship. Okay. Delete this relationship. Okay. Now, what you have to do? You have to apply the distinctive function or values function. In which option you have to apply that one? New table. Here, click on this one. Okay. Now, here, what is that one? Distinct, suppose, or values, you can take this one. Distinct of. On which data set column? Here, in distinct, you have to pass the column name. Which data set column you need to pass? Many one ID or many two. Any one you can pass it. I told you, right? Anything, either many one ID or many two. Suppose, for example, many one ID. Okay. Close this. Execute it. Now what will happen? Will create a new table or not? It will create a new table or not? See here. Now, if I provide a relationship from this to this, what cardinal it is? 1 to 1 to many. Very good. Not 1 to 1. Here, 1 to many. Here, when you provide from here to here, what cardinal it is? Many. That's what. See here. Directly, we cannot avoid many to many. Indirectly, you have to create one table and provide a relation. If any, from this to this, any conversation is required means first it will go here, from here to here it will, like that. Understand clearly? Is that clear? Okay. This is how you can avoid many to many. Don't forget it. Very, very important in enter point of time, in real time also. Understand clearly? Next. See here. Next one is, if the relationship is inactive, how we can convert inactive relationship to active relationship? What is the meaning of this one? See here. Now, suppose, for example, here, I have a tables like this. This is one table. This is another table. This is another table. Like this, it will be there. Like not only three tables, a number of tables are there in model view. Okay. N number of tables. You can provide a relationship in model view with any data set to any data set. Understand? A to B, A to C, A to D, A to E, A to F. Like that, you can provide B to B, B to I, B to X, B to 7, C to something like that. You can provide, because in any of the report itself, there are n number of tables are there. Okay. In model view, with n number of data set relationship, we can provide. But okay, you can provide n number of relationship with n number of data set. But there is one drawback in model view. What is that is, okay, if the relationship is in a triangle manner, triangle means how many data sets? Triangle means how many data sets? 3 data sets. Triangle means, you know, right? In mathematics, triangle is there, right? Huh? So that one. If the relationship is in a triangle manner, then in model view, if the see, whenever you are providing a relationship with multiple n number of data set, n number of data set relationship, okay, except triangle relationship, in any manner you can provide a relationship. Understand or not? If you provide a relationship in a triangle manner, suppose this is A table, this is B table, this is C table. If you provide a relationship from A to B, relationship is active. B to C, relationship is active. C to E, relationship is inactive. That means whenever you are providing a relationship in a triangle manner in model view, okay, at that point of time, first two relationships are active. That means suppose you are providing A to B, active. A to C, active. First two relationships are active. Third relationship is must and should be considered as inactive. Okay, except this one, remaining n number of data set relationship, you can provide that one. But when you are providing a relationship in a triangle manner like this, only first two relationships are inactive and third relationship is inactive. By default, Power BI will provide. Even if you, after having inactive, even if you try to change to active also, it is not possible to convert it. Understand clear? It is not possible to convert from inactive to active. That's the reason. That's the reason. Always see what we can do. If it is inactive mean, what we can do in that one means. See, I will tell you. Okay. See here. Except this triangle manner, in any way you can provide a relationship between the data set. Understand clearly or not? In any way, you can provide a relationship between the data set. Okay. Except the triangle manner anyway. Because in triangle manner, one of the relationship is inactive. That relationship you cannot change from inactive to active. That is provided by Power BI test. How to avoid that one? If it is inactive relationship in third relationship, okay, then can we do any operations in that one? If the relationship is inactive, can we do any operations in the visualization? No, there is no you. Then if it is inactive, we cannot convert from inactive to active. And we cannot do any operation. That means the proper data is not shows in the visualization also. Then how to do a proper relationship? Okay, how you can convert a proper inactive relationship to active relationship? How you can convert it? You have to use a DAX function called user relationship function. What is that? User relationship function. You have to use user relationship. This function always, whichever relationship is inactive, on that particular inactive relationship only this function will work. User relationship. What this user relationship function will do? That means in the memory, in Power BI memory, whatever relationship is inactive, that it will be converted into active state. It is not possible to convert from inactive to active in model view in the Power BI memory, as it is when the third relationship is inactive only. Inactive relationship only. But Power BI memory, whichever inactive relationship is there, that it is converted into active relationship and do whatever operations you required into the system. Understand clear? Let's see. Tomorrow, as it is like as usual, class will be there. Understand clearly or not? See here. Suppose, for example, see here, this is A table, B table, C table. Did you see these two tables? What relationship it is? What relationship it is? Active relationship. Vijay, how you can say active relationship? If it is three, not three line here. Huh? Thin line. Yeah. Thick line if it is there. If it is dotted line, understand or not? So see here, when you are providing in a triangle manner also, if you provide only two table relationship, what relationship it is? What relationship it is? In a triangle manner, if you provide a two relationships only, what relationship it is? Active only. I told you first two relationships are active. But if you provide a relationship from here to here, okay, like suppose, for example, see here, suppose, for example, I'm providing a relationship from this to this, from this to this, it is. Okay. Now, I want to provide a relationship, suppose, for example, this to this. Okay. Suppose, see here, like this, whenever it will happen, see here, from this to this, active, this to this, active, this to this, inactive. If the relationship is inactive, how we can do all the operations? It is not possible, right? Okay, in this way, we cannot do any. Then what you have to do is, you have to apply what DAX function? User relationship function. How to apply the user relationship function? I will tell you. See here. Suppose, for example, okay. See here. What is that one? See here. You have to click on new measure. User relationship function we can apply it only in the calculate function. Inside the calculate. And you know, right? Calculate function where we can apply measure. Understand or not? Inside the measure only we are applying. So that's the reason. If you see here, I'm applying this one. Okay. Suppose user relationship. Okay. Now calculate. Okay. I'm calculating in calculate function, any aggregation operation I'm performing in between these two data sets. After that, after aggregation function, you have to apply what function? User relationship function. What is that one? User. In user relationship, what column 1, comma column 2? What columns you need to pass? Column 1, comma column 2. Here, what columns you need to pass inside the user relationship is what is the common column? With what common column you provide a relationship and that it is inactive? Those common columns you have to mention here. Understand clearly? Now, what is that one? In table, okay. In table 1, country, comma, okay. In another, what is another data set? In date, custom one, something like this. Understand or not? Now execute this one. See here, it will work or not? Understand clear? This particular function, this particular measure, wherever it is required, you can drag and drop in the visualization and you can use it. Understand clearly? If the relationship is inactive, if you want to make the relationship is active, then you have to use a DAX function called user relationship function. User relationship function, always we have to use it inside the calculator. In user relationship function, what columns you need to pass? What are those columns called? What columns we need to pass inside the user relationship function? Common columns. That means with in between the tables, with what common columns you provide a relationship that it is inactive, those common columns you have to mention. Understand? You provide a relationship between these two data set, right? So with what common columns you provide a relationship? See here. Here it is. What is the common column here? Country. Here it is custom one. Those common columns, with what common column the relationship is inactive, those columns you have to mention inside the user relationship function. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Any doubts in this one? Okay. Now, next one. What is the next function? Okay. How we can delete multiple columns once at a time? You understand my question or not? In any data set, in model view, and one more important point is tomorrow class will be there. Who are having any doubts or anything, please bring your laptops. Here itself, you have to clear. Understand? Okay. And stay here up to 10:30. After 10:30, I'm free so that you can ask any type of question and clear your doubts. Understand clearly now? Okay. Now, what is that one? How we can delete the columns in any data set? If you want to delete the columns, see, you can delete the columns either in table view also, or else in report view also we can delete the column. If you want to delete any dataset column means under the data tab, okay, if you expand which dataset columns you want to delete, expand the dataset, and whichever column you want to delete it, right click on that particular column. If you right click on the column, did you see delete from model? By using this option, you can delete this one. Next, if you go to the table view, here also same thing. Okay. Under the data tab, which data set you want to delete it, right click on the data set and click on delete from model. Same option. Even in model view also, under the data tab. Okay. So which column you want to delete it, right click on that particular column. You will see an option called Is that here? Huh? See here. Delete from model. Here also it is there. Don't worry. Why it is not showing? Because I need to see. Sometimes you are not able to see any options in Power BI. Just close the Power BI file and open it. Definitely you will see delete from model option. Can delete that particular column. Understand clear? Suppose if you want to delete multiple columns once at a time in different data set or in the same data set. Suppose for example, I want to delete multiple columns like country 1, 2 and product 2, 3. I want to delete these two columns in the same data set. How to delete that one? By using control plus click. First to select the tables. See here, I'm selecting this table and I selected these two tables. Right click on this one. Okay. Actually, you are not able to see that particular delete option. 100% it will be there to delete that one. Understand? Just close a Power BI file and open it. It will work. Because from 1 week onwards, I didn't close this Power BI file. I didn't restart my system. That's the reason these problems are getting here. Understand clearly? Not only this one, even different data set columns also you can. Suppose I'm selecting select columns in the under the select columns data set, I'm selecting these two tables. In table 1, I'm selecting country column as well as this one also. Did you see? By using control plus click, you can select different data set columns also. And after that, right click on this one. You will see an option delete from model. Understand? You can click on that one. You can delete the multiple column from multiple data set or else in the same data set, you can delete like this in model view. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? Next one is, what is the last topic in model view? What is that one? How we can refresh the data set in model view. This is the last topic in model view. Let's discuss about this one. See here. Suppose for example, understand clearly? Huh? See here. Now, see, very, very important is refresh data sets. If you want to refresh report or a data set, what is the refresh? I will tell you. Listen carefully. Suppose you are pulling some data source data into Power BI and you create a report. Suppose in the data source itself, latest data is getting. Is that latest data automatically it will pull it into Power BI? No. Very, very important point is when the latest data is available in the data source like SQL server or at the time of pulling the data into Power BI, what data is there? That data only it is available in Power BI. Until the next refresh of the data set, the data, only that data is. If suppose if the latest data is coming in the data source like 8:30 a.m. Okay, it is not automatically pull the latest data into Power BI. Understand clearly or not? Power BI cannot automatically pull the latest data from the data source. Okay. So manually, you have to say to Power BI to refresh it by clicking on refresh data, refresh option. By clicking on when you in Power BI desktop, when you click on refresh, then only it will connect to the data source and load the data, latest data into Power BI. Otherwise, Power BI cannot pull automatically the data from the data source itself. Remember this point. Power BI doesn't have automatic pull the data from the data source. It is, what is that one? It always, when you say Power BI refresh, say means by clicking on refresh only, it will connect to the same data source and load. Otherwise, when you refresh the data, that data only every time it is available in your Power BI file. Very, very important point is Power BI cannot pull automatic data into Power BI itself. We cannot pull the latest data into Power BI. When you click on in Power BI desktop, when you click on refresh, then only the latest data will comes into Power BI. If you want to pull the latest data into Power BI means in Power BI desktop, you have an option called refresh. What is that? Refresh. What this option will do, it will connect to the same data. That means you have under the data tab, there are so many tables out there. Those all the tables are connecting with a different data source and load that one, right? It will the same data set, it will connect to the same data source and load the data again. That means it will load from starting record to ending record in the data source. Again, it is loaded into Power. That is called refresh. Refresh means reload. Reload. Refresh means reload. Okay. So you will have multiple options are there to refresh a data sets. There are multiple options are there to refresh a data set. How you can refresh it? If you want to refresh the complete report, what is that? If you want to refresh the complete report, if you want to refresh the complete report, okay, then by clicking on this refresh option, you can refresh the complete report. Complete report level, complete report means that means in that report, what are all the data sets are there? All the data sets are refreshed once at a time. Understand? This option under the home tab, you will see refresh option is there. By using this option, complete report, it is refreshed. Complete report means in that report, what are all the data sets we are using here? All these data sets are refreshed once at a time. Understand or not? Suppose I want to refresh individual data set. If you want to refresh individual data set means don't click on this option. This option is only for refreshing all the data sets once at a time. If you want to refresh individual data set means under this data tab, okay, which data set data you want to refresh it, right click on that particular data set. Understand? Right click on that particular data set, delimiter data set. Right click on this one. You will see an option called refresh data. When you click on refresh data, did you see only delimited data set is refreshed? But if you click on this data set, all the data sets under the data tab are refreshed once at a time. Okay. If you want to refresh individual data set, okay, under the data tab, right click on that particular data set, you will see an option called refresh data. Understand clearly? Is that clear? Okay. So this is another way. If you want to refresh all the data set in any of the report, means what option? Refresh this option. If you want to refresh individual data set, refresh means under the data tab, whichever data set you want to refresh it, right click on the data set. You will see an option called refresh data. This is individual data set refresh. Vijay, I want to refresh specific data set. Meaning is I want to select a few of the data set. Those I want to refresh it. How to do that one? That is also another way of refresh. How you can do that one? You have to go to the model view. You have to go to model view. In this model view also data tab is there or not? Here itself, in this data tab, in this data tab, in this data tab, okay, whatever tables are there, those in those tables, which tables you want to refresh it, those tables by using control plus click, you can select those tables first. By using control plus click, by using control plus click, you can select those tables first. And after that, right click on the data set, click on refresh data. See here, suppose for example, see delimiter, okay, and this one and this one. Here you can select whichever tables you want to refresh it. By using control plus click, you can select the tables. Okay. And after that, any of the data, selected data set, right click on that one. You will see, did you see? Now, what data sets are refreshed now? Delimiter, append 3, append 4. Understand or not? You know, if you want to refresh the complete data set, what option? Sorry, complete report. What option? Refresh this option. If you want to refresh individual data set, what is that one? How you need to refresh individual data set? Very good. Not columns. Which data set you want to refresh? Right click on the data set, click on refresh. If you want to refresh the specific data sets, first, first come to the model view. There only we can have an option to select multiple data sets once at a time. In other tabs, it is not possible to select multiple data sets. So you have to come to the model view. There itself, select by using control plus click. You can select the table and right click on that particular selected data set. Click on refresh. Understand clearly? These are the all the options of the model. Today, I will share the document in Google Classroom. Check it once. Tomorrow also class will be there. Same timings and everything. Understand clear? Who are having any doubts? Okay. Please bring your laptops with questions and everything directly to the Narration Institute. Okay. After 10:30, all your doubts are clear. I will be there 1 hour in Narration Institute tomorrow. 1 hour. So any doubts or anything, please note it down the list and come here and clear the doubts. Understand clearly. What is the next one? See here. Once the model topic is completed, then again I will come to the report view tab. In report view tab, up to here in home tab, up to transform data only we discuss it. After that remaining options, we didn't discuss it, right? Because when we click on transform data, there itself transform data options, we discuss it. That's it. That means under home tab, in report view tab, under home tab, up to here only we discuss it. Now we discuss refresh also. Okay. Remaining options, remaining tab options and everything that we need to discuss it now. Understand or not? Now, first one is in under the home tab, after the refresh, what is that one? Visualization. This is visualization creation. If you want to create the visualization under the home tab, you can take this visualization, or else visualizations also available under build tab is there. Under the right pane, there is a build tab is there or not? Under the build tab also visualize. These visualization here, build tab visualization, both are same. Any one you can use it. Whenever you required, whatever visuals are there, those all either you can use it here or you can use it here also. Understand clearly or not? I will tell you at the end, that is the last topic in Power BI. Visualization is the last topic in Power BI that I will discuss later. Understand or not? Okay. Each and every visualization I will explain you. Okay. How it is used and everything. Understand clearly? Next one. What is the next one? See here. After that, there is a new visual option is there. Okay. New visual option. What is this one? This option always, it will take the default visual. What is the default visual? Stacked column chart. This is the visual always when you click on new visual, it will take this visual only. Understand? See here, if you click on this one, what visual it is? Did you see? It is highlighted here. Stacked column chart. What is that one? Stacked column chart. Sorry, stacked column chart visual. Stacked column chart visual, it automatically it will appear there. Next one is, what is the next option? Text box. What is this one? What is this text box? Text box is nothing but entering a text. You know text box in different applications. Okay, some people are know about this text box, some people don't. What is a text box? Just for entering a text. Okay, inside this one, you can enter manually, can enter any type of text. Okay, welcome to Naresh IT. See here, did you see? See here. See, it is not look when you. I'm taking a text box, but when I share this report, it is not look like a text box. It is showing. It just give the name of that particular one. Understand or not? Text box just manually, if you want to enter any text, then must and should we have to use text boxes. Okay, any type of text, multiple lines of text also you can enter it. Understand? Click on enter button and you can write something and like this, enter button and enter the text like this. Understand clearly? Text box always you can enter the text. For entering a text only, you have to use the text box. Understand clearly? Okay. See here. That means, and most of the time, in real time, what is the use of text box means? If you want to give the title name for any report, if you want to give the title name for any of the report. Okay. If you want to give the title name for any of the report, okay. If you want to give the title name for any of the report, understand clearly enough. If you want to give the title name means that title name, okay, for giving a title name. Suppose, for example, you created a Power BI. What is that report it is? There is some title is there on the top. Okay. Suppose the best example is some sample. See here. अरे यार. See here. Did you see? Did you see some title name is showing, right? Retail analysis sample. Here. Did you see here? Some title name is showing here. That is a title. For showing a title name for any of the report, must and should you have to use text box. Text box is only for showing the title names. Okay. If you go here, did you see? Did you see? Here it is showing some name, right? Okay. This is a title name. Like this, for showing a title names for any of the report, text box is the only the option we have to use. Text box is only the option we have to use. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? So that is the one. Not only that one, in the text box, we can enable the linked reports also. What is the meaning of this? Linked report mean? In the text box, if you want to give the normal text, that is fine. You can enable the linked reports also. Suppose, for example, linked reports means you can enable the web URL for any text. You can enable the web URL for any of the text. Suppose, see, welcome to Naresh IT is the text, right? For this Naresh IT, I'm giving a web URL. That means when you click on Naresh IT, automatically the Naresh IT site will open in the browser. Understand clearly? See here. Suppose, for example, here, Naresh. See here. This is Naresh IT. Okay. This is Naresh IT site, right? So I need to give this particular site address there. See here. Okay. So whatever URL site is there, that you need to copy. For enabling the linked report, whichever site URL is there, that you need to copy and come to Power BI desktop. Okay. And which, see, if you want to enable the web URL for complete all the characters, that is also possible. Or specific characters also we can enable the web URL. Understand clearly? That means, suppose, for example, for Naresh IT text only, I want to enable the, or else if you want to enable the for complete text means you have to select that one. or else for specific characters also, you can select the specific character level. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Select this particular one and click on, see here, did you see? Insert link. When you click on insert link here, I'm copying here and click on, see, select that particular text and after that click on insert link. Here that URL, which URL you are copying in the browser, the same URL you need to paste it here and click on done. That's it. Did you see some underline is getting here or not? Understand or not? There is some underline it is getting here. When you click on that particular character, automatically it will open the browser. But whatever linked reports you enable in the text box, that it won't works in Power BI desktop. Only when you move the report into Power BI service, there only linked reports will works, not in Power BI desktop. See here, you enable this linked report in this Power BI desktop, right? Application, desktop application, but you are not able to click on this particular link. But once you move the report into Power BI service or once you share a report to the other users, then they can able to click on that one. Very, very important. Whichever linked reports you enable it in Power BI desktop, it won't work. You have to move this particular report into Power BI service. Okay. For moving a report into Power BI service, just click on publish option. Yeah. Did you see? This is the one, right? This is the report, right? Open this report. In Power, I publish this particular, I move the report from Power BI desktop to Power BI service. Now you open this report in Power BI service. Okay. You will see this particular one, right? Okay. You will see, right? When you mouse over to this particular one, you are able to click on that one or not? You are able to click on this one or not? See here, if you click on this one. Now, see here, the site will open in there. Understand or not? Whenever you are enable the linked reports for anything in Power BI, okay, in Power BI desktop, it won't works there. You have to move that particular report in Power BI service, or if you share a report to the others also, able to click on that one. Understand clearly or not? Okay, this is the one. Next one is, what is the next option? Next option is more visuals. You already know more visuals, right? Huh? What is more visuals? Getting a custom visuals into Power BI desktop is called as more visuals. How to get the custom visuals? We already discussed the options. What are those option names? What are the option names? If you want to get the custom visual in starting class itself, I explained you. How many options are there to get the custom visuals? Two options it is. What are those? See here. Here I explained you. If you click on three options, get more visuals, import a visual from file. These are the two options to get the custom. The same options here also in more visuals are also it is there, but with a different name. What get more visuals will do from app source also doing the same thing. If you want, you can check it. Click on this one. Did you see? What get more visuals option will do same from app source option will do. From my files means import a visual from file option is there, right? With the same option, we can load that particular. Understand clearly or not? Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? If you want to get the custom visuals, means you have a two options. Those are like a import a visual from file. Another one is get more visuals. Using these two options, you can load those custom visuals into this. Is that clear or not? This is how you can get the custom visuals. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? Huh? Okay. So this is, see, here also same options to get the, but if option names are different, that's it. Okay. Names are different. These also getting a custom visuals from the market store. Next, we discussed already new visual calculation, new measure and everything, right? Quick measure is not required. Leave it about this one. And next one is publish option. This is the last topic once it is. What is the publish option will do? Means if any report want to move from Power BI desktop to Power BI service, then this is the only the option it is there. At the end, I will tell you after completing a visualization part, then I will tell you what is publish option and everything. Understand clearly or not? Next, this is not required to use it. Okay, prepare the data. See here, there is an option, AI related option is there. Prepare the data with AI. If you click on this one, it is a license related one. It's not a free one. Okay, must and should you need to get the license. Then only all this will work. So AI related will works when you have the license, then it's not easy one. Even in the organization also you didn't get these options, because if you take a premium license, then it is premium license is 37 lakhs yearly. You have to pay that one. Very less organizations are using here. That's the reason even like in Power BI itself, there is no doubt about when the AI will come to the picture. Yeah, everyone have to do the manual work here. You need to write. You can ask the question to ChatGPT. Maybe they are giving an answers, but complete report not automatically generated with this one. If you want to generate, you have to enable the AI. With the 37 lakhs, you have to enable that particular AI related. Understand clearly or not? Is that clear or not? This is the one. Okay. See here. Next one is, what is the next tab it is? Insert tab. What is the next tab it is? Insert tab. What is insert tab will do? In insert tab, there are different options. Suppose, for example, if you want to create a new page, you know how to create a new page, right? With what option you have to create a new page? Huh? By using this plus button, plus icon, you can create a new page, right? You know, I already explained you. You know how to create a new page. You know how to delete a page. You know how to rename a page. You know how to create a duplicate page. You know how to hide a page. All these things we discuss it, right? Same option here also it is there. But here you will have only two options: blank page, duplicate. Blank means new page. Okay. Duplicate page means same copy of the page we need to create. We already discussed, right? Same thing. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? Huh? This is about tomorrow. We need to discuss more. Tomorrow also class will be there as usual, same time. Tomorrow I will share the document, not today. Okay. Tomorrow also we need to discuss few of the options, right? Tomorrow I will share the document. Understand? Okay. So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Bye guys.